I am Jill Maurer, and today we're talking November birthstones. And November babies, you have two good ones, the citrine and the topaz. Hello and welcome. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see you again. Today we're talking about November birthstones. I have heard some November babies complain about their choices of birthstone, topaz and citrine. And the complaint I usually hear is that they don't have a precious gem. Not so. The topaz can be a very, very expensive gem in certain colors. Topaz was the original birthstone for November, and later citrine was added so that it was another option. Topaz gets an 8 on the Mohs scale. In fact, topaz is what defines the 8 on the Mohs scale. And that is amazing. That's fabulous because remember that the Mohs scale tells you how hard a stone is, and an 8 is way up there. It's pretty good. So a topaz has a lot of strength. You can wear it anywhere you want. You can wear it in your rings. Of course, you can wear it in earrings and necklace and bracelet. But a topaz is a fabulous option for a ring because if you break that topaz, you've probably also hurt your hand pretty bad. It's a good option. So we always love a stone that is not only beautiful but durable because it has to deal with our daily lives. Topaz comes in a wide range of colors, everywhere from colorless to blues and greens and browns, and those colors are the less expensive topaz, so they're readily available and won't hit your pocket hard. And then they go into Imperial Topaz. And Imperial Topaz, that term comes from the Russians, and there are parts of Russia where a lot of these topaz come from. And they can be pinky orange to pink to even red. Red topaz is extremely rare. Some of them are in museums. The 97.5 carat Blaze Imperial Topaz is the one that comes to mind for me. It is in a museum. It is a gorgeous red, and that color is extremely rare. So you can find precious topaz. There's some argument over where the name topaz comes from. Some people say it comes from the Sanskrit word for fire, and some people say it comes from an old Greek name for an island in the Red Sea. Either way, topaz has been revered around the world for centuries. The ancient Greeks believed that wearing topaz gave them strength, and in old Europe, people thought that topaz would break magic spells. So topaz really offers you a wide variety of options. In the clear colors, topaz can look very blingy, like a diamond, but it can be big, and I've worked with it in that way. I like that look. It has a lot of sparkle in the clear. There are some natural forms of blue topaz. Usually it's a white topaz or another color topaz that has been irradiated, which is perfectly accepted in the world of topaz. So there can be some beautiful blues, anywhere from a soft light blue to a very electric, exciting blue. I love the browns as well, and the yellows are gorgeous. The yellows are beautiful, and that pinky orange in the Imperial Topaz is beautiful. I have never owned a red topaz. I can't tell you how rare they are. That would be a hunt if you were interested in that. But there is this wide range. So if you've overlooked the topaz, either because maybe you thought it was too expensive, or maybe you thought it just wasn't right for you, or you've seen one color of topaz and you think that's the entire world, it isn't. Take another look. Topaz is a beautiful option. Citrine is quartz that comes in a variety in the range of autumnal colors, yellow to sort of orange and even a darker orange. This is a yellow citrine, and this is what is known as a Madeira citrine, where it has that red wine kind of look. So it's really a beautiful choice for autumn. If for some reason this range is not one of your favorites and you like a cooler color, amethyst is the same make of stone, and often you'll see amethyst and citrine in the same rock, in the same natural form. And you can even see them in the same stone, where there's a stone that's part yellow and part purple, and that's called an ametrine. So that's a way to sneak a little bit of the cooler color into your stone if you would like to. In my opinion, the yellows are beautiful, and I work with them a lot. I think that they are absolutely gorgeous. I think they go with a lot, they flatter a lot of people, and they have a lot of sparkle and life. It comes in as a 7 on the Mohs scale, meaning it is nice and hard. You can wear it in any piece of jewelry without too much worry at all. So you can put it in your rings, which means that you can wear it everywhere else. And citrine is relatively inexpensive. I think this is a good thing. There's this whole argument about precious versus semi-precious stone. Look, it's a beautiful stone that comes out of the ground. It comes from nature, and it is a gift. I love citrine. Citrine is found all over the world. Most of it today is mined from Brazil. The ancient Romans and the ancient Greeks loved citrine. The Chinese called it the success stone. Queen Victoria loved citrine, and a lot of the Scottish kilts, the brooches that held them and hold them today, a lot of those are adorned with citrine. Perhaps the people who love citrine the most, though, were the movie stars of the Deco period and the Retro period. There are some gorgeous pieces of estate citrine jewelry from this time period. One of my favorites that you see quite a bit is a very large citrine in an emerald cut, often with little rubies on the side, set in either 18-karat yellow gold or even rose gold. Citrine is a stone that looks very good with rose gold. The name citrine is said to come from the old French word for yellow. I think it's citron, something like that, for yellow, and that's where we think we get the name from. In addition to being the birthstone for November babies, citrine is also the traditional gift for a 13th wedding anniversary. So there's yet another excuse to get a lovely citrine. So November babies, those are your two stones, topaz and citrine. I think they are both great options. I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Are you a November baby? Which is your favorite, topaz or citrine? And do you have both? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. I would love to see you again. Bye for now.